In the first place, Man United were starting with a short pass from the goal kick, and Man United were building the game in traditionally back four. Fulham were in the 4-2-3-1 formation on the paper, but when Fulham were out of position, Fulham center midfielder jumped from midfield to join Fulham's forward, and Fulham were creating front two because of jump by this Fulham center midfielder. Now the Fulham center midfielders jump up allow Fulham to mark Man United centre backs man to man. When United left centre back had the ball, Fulham centre midfielder was ready to press United left centre back, and Fulham centre forward was marking United pivot. And when United right centre back had the ball, Fulham centre forward was ready to press United right centre back, and Fulham centre midfielder was marking United pivot. So Fulham's frontmen were vice versa covering United pivots, and it was depending on which of United centre backs had the ball. If Fulham's frontmen were decided to stay central and not press United centre backs, then United pivot was drifting wide from the centre and receiving the ball. But as United pivot was receiving the ball, Fulham's midfielder were ready to press United pivot. And while United pivot was receiving the ball, United pivot's passing lane was blocked, and see how the passing lane of pivot was getting blocked. The position of Fulham's midfielder and frontman were in the different zones, and Fulham's player were removing passing option of United pivot. So while United pivot was receiving the ball, Fulham continued to press, and Fulham were simultaneously blocking the passing lane. So Man United pivot was losing ball position in the defensive third. So while United were building the game, Eriksen was dropping in midfield, but when Eriksen was dropping in midfield, Fulham's wide and centre midfielder were ready to press Eriksen, and while Eriksen was trying to link up with United pivot, Fulham's frontmen were ready to press United pivot. So Eriksen and United pivot were always under pressure and were not getting time to hold the ball. Now you can see here United were 4v2 down in midfield. Fulham had the number advantage in midfield, and United were losing ball position. And if United pivot had decided to play backward passes, then Fulham were pressing man to man. Both Fulham forwards on United centre backs and Fulham wide midfielder on United fullback. So Fulham's 3 vs 3 press on left hand side, and United were forced to attempt long ball. Now what problems were United facing when they were out of ball position? In open play, both Fulham fullbacks were pushing high. Because United's second line was defending narrow, Fulham's fullback could easily receive the ball behind United's second line. And while Fulham fullbacks were receiving the ball, United fullback was being forced to press Fulham fullback. So when United fullback was committed on Fulham's fullback, space was being created between United centre back and fullback, and Fulham's wide midfielder was ready to go behind the defense between United centre back and fullback. Then he was ready to cross into the box. Because United fullback was out of position, so United defensive midfielder was being forced to track back Fulham wide midfielder, and when United defensive midfielder was out of position, then the player of Fulham were unmarked.